You know, despite expansion in infrastructure and other innovations, traffic congestion continues to plague Lagos, Nigeria's economic hub. Now, the Lagos State Parking Authority, LASPA, is calling for support from residents in its quest to regulate illegal parking and deliver a world-class scheme for citizens. Now, the general manager of the agency, Debisi Adelabu, noted that illegal parking impedes free flow of traffic and constitutes an economic and environmental hazard. Adekunle, this goes without saying. Parking in Lagos.
Yes, it's a big deal, and you know the plan. When you look at how Lagos was originally designed, the volume of population now, and despite a lot of progress recorded in road expansion, road reconstruction, and everything, but you still see that parking is still an issue, especially now the issue we just discussed.
Yeah,
little crisis of fuel scarcity. You see vehicles parking all over the place, and everywhere is locked down.
Queues spilling into the expressways.
Because the space are hardly enough. It's hardly enough.
That's it.
So now, when you now have extra crisis, it becomes more chaotic, and it's so sad because the state is doing a lot, in this regard, and you see everywhere that a lot of reconstruction, a lot of new roads, but it's still a work in progress. We still have to continue.
Jide, we can't take anything from government. Government will always try its best, yes. Except that many times it's that best may not be good enough.
Yes, the demand for parking spaces, especially in Lagos, has clearly outstripped what's available. So what we expect to see is that in the coming years, when the private sector can get involved in building parking lots, building parking lots of several floors, for example,
yeah,
where people can park their cars, and then when they've closed for the day, they can then go there. You see people trying to improvise, make the most of the situation on Lagos Island, for example, where there is such a big problem. The other day, I visited Zone 2 Police Command. I struggled to find a space where I could park. Yet, the policemen won't allow you to park inside their premises. But they had the parking lot close to the place where you pay. You pay to park your car there.
Okay.
But because of other people, so many other people who needed to visit the place and places around it, I struggled to find a place where to even squeeze my car. So, and that's the way it is all over the state. People have now created illegal parks of their, legal parking lots of their own, sometimes impeding, even area boys will come give you a place to park.
Local government.
Local, if you go, there are some markets, you just see boys, they will come, they will take 200 naira from you and say park there. Yet, in parking your car, you impede traffic, you disrupt free flow of traffic and all that. So the government is now saying, please assist us, because by March 1, we want to begin to enforce the law against illegal parking, because we can see the damage that illegal parking is doing to everyone. So this is the thing. I expect that, because on the island, if you invest in those parking lots of several floors, I don't think you are going to lose money.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I know a church in.
Look at this. Look at this hotel, Eco Hotel. Before they built that parking lot, it used to be tough finding somewhere to park within the hotel premises. You will struggle. You could be moving around,
looking for a space.
Yes, looking for one small space. Yet they are going to take money from you. But today, at least they have a very big parking lot that the construction people can park. Look at Pastor Bakari's church. You know, that church, one of the beautiful things they've done about that church, because it also has an event center, it's not simply a church, is the multiple floors, you know, of a parking lot that the man put there. You will not see vehicles outside of the premises because they have parking lot, and the different floors has its own. If your event is taking place on a particular floor, there's a parking lot.
X number of
there's a
spaces.
parking lot for you, for those using that particular hall. So it makes it make life easier
even
for
if
everyone.
for a fee.
No, although those ones, because you're already patronizing the place, you don't need to pay. You know. But I still believe that if some investors will find money and build those parking lots in some parts of Lagos Island, they're going to recoup their investment.
I know a church somewhere in Bariga that has 5 parking lots, 5 floors under.
Deep
One
into
of the,
the.
oh yeah. From
That's the way
outside,
it is in advanced countries, South Africa. The rest, you will not see a car in front of an hotel.
Gide, my country is advanced. You heard me.
That's allegedly.
So, again, laws. Lagos has relevant laws for relevant problems, but my problem remains enforcing those laws.
Yes.
Say a law against riding or driving against traffic.
I think the state government is just being lenient. You realizing that
the word is leniency.
Yes, because realizing that you have to create space before you start. If there are no alternatives, where will people park? In Lagos Island, I think the last administration in Lagos did 1 or 2 things, and you see, because the problem was more chaotic in Lagos Island than anywhere else in Lagos. Yes, it used to, but now it has reduced a lot. In Lagos Island, if you know how to maneuver your way, there are parking lots here and there.
Parking lots.
And there are even big ones there, and some are still coming up. In Lagos Island, you can always find your level. But outside Lagos Island, we don't have as many in other places that you can also say, oh, these are more or less like business areas. You see a lot of vehicular movements and all that. So if the Lagos State government is saying it's just trying to just show being lenient, that's the way I look at it. Okay. But now they said they want to start enforcing the law, then everybody will have to comply, because go to places like Mushin, you won't believe what you will see. You see hoodlums, area boys, they are the ones in charge.
By law?
Not by law. Where some, they will say they are the task force set up by the state government, and roads, beautiful roads built by the Lagos state government, that's where they park their own people and they collect money.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, a road that is built wide will become narrow, that won't even contain 2 cars. You get my point? So sanity has to return to, it has to be restored, and it's only government that can do it.
Okay.
All right. We're supposed to take Labanji Omotosho on Zoom. Is he really ready to join us? Labanji, I greet you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How do you do?
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm okay. How do you do that?
Yeah, speak up a little. Speak up a little. We're talking about parking and peculiar problems in Lagos.
Yes. Actually, good afternoon, gentlemen. You see, parking has been a big problem to Lagos State traffic, and it has caused a lot of damage. So you can see all along on all the routes, from towns, you use parking as a daily work in such a way that they park inappropriately, and this has caused the state, lot of congestion, leading to downtime, and eventually loss of economic values. So the state government actually looked at this and decided to establish agency in line with this administration's theme, moving the state government to the 21st century economy, which education and traffic management scheme established and made. Have a look at these things.
Yeah.
What are the problems that you face currently? You have requested that Lagosians to support the parking authority, and that
What are the peculiar problems?
problems you face currently?
Yeah.
Of course, there are challenges. Firstly, we've been urging the public to cooperate and collaborate with in of the questions. And this, when done, you see the results that the road, the people of traffic and spend less time on the road. The problem, majorly is for private vehicles, some believe that they can park anywhere, start discussing with each other. The commercial vehicles, they just park anywhere, pick or pick their passengers. So we are here to ensure that this kind of thing becomes.
Yeah, Mr. Motosho, but there are sanctions. Don't you have sanctions for these things?
Of course, there are sanctions. When there are regulations, so if there are regulations, there will be violations and fines. So at this stage, we are actually, sensitizing the public about our, and after that, we will roll out, committee those who refuse.
Okay. Now, does your mandate cover the motor parks? Because I read that you were asking park owners to come and register and all that. Does your
actually we want to build? Firstly, we want to build. We leave the park first. Now, we are actually telling people to come and register so that we can actually pilot drivers to where. We want to know how many parks are in Lagos, and then if the register is very small, we can also look at drivers where you are from our house, where you are. This is the place to go and park. Instead of you looking around, looking for parks which can be stressful sometimes. That is why we ask them to.
Because the NURTW makes a fortune from those motor parks. People are convinced that some of this money should actually be going to the coffers of government.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, when we look at the commercial vehicles, you will see that they are supposed to be inside garages, parks and garages, part of our money. Now, but we find them on the road. Taking passengers, and this thing has a very strong negative aspect of traffic. Immediately, the traffic, the congestions, and so on and so forth. We intend to do that. All the private have to go back. But there are no garages, we enjoin the NGO to
Yeah.
create one. After all, they are the ones collecting, some money for them every day. Why can't they buy properties and turn it into garage?
Yeah.
Staying on the road. So I think we will, when we get to that stage.
Mr. Omotosho, are you really ready for the March 1st date for takeoff? You know,
Yes, yes. You can see that the authority was established, last year, and we've been doing a lot of foundational issues so that we can just jump on the road and start picking people because they didn't backward. So
yeah.
very careful. This is a mandate that needs, careful plan. We will sensitize people, tell them what to do. Go on TV, we go on radio, we have pamphlets. Then tell them exactly what to do. Meetings with them virtually, and then try to resolve this.
All right.
Then within a short time, we launch and start start enforcement.
Now, from the sensitization that people are carrying out, does it seem to you like these drivers are going to comply with your directive, or they will probably need the carrot and stick approach?
Of course, they will comply, and any of them that doesn't comply, we give them the proper punitive measure.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to find out from you. When you look at many streets in Lagos, you see cases of abandoned vehicles. Does the mandate also cover that?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
All right.
But there's a Lagos State established an abandoned vehicle and carrying out their jobs.
Okay, we wish you well in your mandate, and of course, here's hoping that everybody will obey the law of the land. Thank you very much. Labanji Omotosho is the head of operations of the Lagos State Parking Authority.